Hey, you want to know everything about the Austin hiring process for the Austin Fire Department? Well, stay tuned because Join AFD Live starts right now. All right. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I'm your neighborhood firefighter, Reginald Campbell, here to talk to you about all things for the hiring process that's coming up. It's spring. I've been telling you guys all year long. We're starting on taking applications starting early spring. So it's almost time. So let's start talking about the hiring process. So let's get to it. First thing I want you to do, if you have not filled out a new CIC candidate interest card on joinafd.com since January the 1st, please go out and do so. Things have changed, so to get back on that email list and get all the updates, go back to joinafd.com, click on the Stay Informed button, and fill out a new candidate interest card. Also, remember, follow us on all our social media platforms. That way you can get all kinds of updates and important dates that you need as far as hiring goes as well. So let's jump into it. So our hiring process goes, we have two phases. The first phase starts with the application process. So applications will be going live here soon, maybe mid to late April. No hard dates of right now, so stay tuned. Make sure you stay informed, filling out that CIC so you can get on that list. And then the next part of the hiring process in phase one will be the written test. We have a written test coming up in mid-June, so we don't have an exact date, but mid-June we will have a written test for you guys. Then the next part of that, once you pass your written test, you'll be invited to come to the SOP, which is our structured oral process. That process is our interview portion of the hiring process for phase one. So like I said, phase one is application, written test, structured oral process. Then there's the phase two, which I'll touch on it, but we'll do another later show on that. Phase two is a series of pass-fail assessments. You have your physical assessment, your psychological assessments, your background checks, and things of that nature. But we'll talk about that at a later time. So what we're going to do right now is get through phase one of what you guys need to be doing. So once you've done your written test, you've done the application, your written test, and your SOP. Once you've done all those, how do you get on our rank list? So they take all those applications, all the applicants that have done all three portions of that. They grade them, and they put you on a rank list. So 20% of your grade is the written test. 80% of the grade is the structured oral process. So given that information, written test, 20%, structured oral process, 80%. So that tells you have to really get to know what's on the structured oral process. So then after that, they take those two scores, and what they do, if you're a veteran, you might get veteran preference points if you have a valid DD-214. So if you have a valid DD-214, please present that at the appropriate time. That way you can have those 3 to 5 extra points added to your cumulative score of your written and your SOP grade. So make sure you have all that stuff in order when you finished. The next best thing is to do is I can tell you guys is you guys study. There's plenty of information on the internet. I would tell you to go to local libraries, but the libraries are closed at this time. So get on the internet, find out about written tests for firefighters, and then find out about structured oral processes for the interview portion of our hiring process. Because like I said, that's 80%. 80% is a lot. So you have a lot riding on it. So make sure you get on there, you study it, you understand what they're looking for, and you understand how to answer the questions. Practice. It's something a little different because you're not actually in front of people. So what they do is give you scenarios, put you in a room, record your responses to the scenarios, send it off to graders. So that's how it goes. So you don't want to be in there stumbling over your words, repeating yourself, and, doing things you shouldn't do. Just be concise with your efforts and what you're trying to do and get your point across about how you're going to answer the questions. Next, let me give you a few more tips. So the next a few more tips is set yourself reminders. Like I said, spring is among us. We finna get ready to set the dates for the application period. Set weekly reminders starting now. So that way you can check the City of Austin, join AFD.com, and also our social media platforms to keep yourself up to date on everything that we're doing as far as this hiring process. For the dates, information, anything that you may need to bring with you or whatever. So set yourself some reminders on what to do every week just to check to make sure the dates are up, just in case you don't get any emails on when we are accepting applications. And then in the meantime, what you do is start gathering all your information for your application. It's not going to be a lot of stuff that you need to download for your application. They kind of streamlined the application this year, so it's not a lot of documents, but the stuff that you're going to need, like your criminal record. Make sure if you got a criminal record that you need to put on there, make sure it's accurate. You don't want to put false information there and then disqualify yourself from that process. Also, another big part of is your job history. So make sure you have all your job history, your dates, your contact information for those guys, for all your past jobs. So start gathering all the information you think you may need for an application. So that way you have it on hand. So when we open up the application period, you're ready to get it done. So next thing I can do is tell you, hey, stay in shape. Being in shape is a big deal. It's been shown that staying in shape helps you to retain information for the written in the SOP. It gives you confidence, and it helps you retain all the information that you may want to have. So stay in shape. You're going to need it anyway. If you plan on joining the academy, you want to be in some kind of shape because it's physical activities that go on in the academy. In 6 months, you'll be doing something physical every day. So why not start now getting into shape? But if you need some more tips and tricks on how to get in shape, we sent out an email November the 5th. Go back and check that November the 5th email. Give you tips and tricks on what we require once you come to the academy as far as being in shape. So once again, this is a long process, everyone. So I want you to stay ready, stay prepared, and keep in the process. This is a long process. It takes months, but it's well worth it. So given that, hey, if you got any questions, please give me a call at area code 512-974-0292. Or you can also email me at firerecruiting@austintexas.gov. So given that, stay safe, be ready, stay prepared, and follow some of the tips and tricks that I just given you. I'm looking at this. I think I have a couple of questions, but I can't quite read those. No, I can't read those. Sorry. I want to answer your questions, but having a little technical difficulties in reading them. So please email me those questions or call me with those questions. I would love to answer all your questions that you have right now. So unfortunately, I can't answer all your questions right now, but please call me or email me and stay prepared. So see you next time. Once again, I'm Reggie Campbell. Everybody stay safe.